What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm on J and we are locked in. This is episode 8 of Harlem. We know Ty's in the hospital. She has a huge decision that she has to make concerning surgery. The big thing that we've seen is she's actually married to a guy named Brandon. Now, if this wasn't a twist and a change of events, I don't know what was. But before we get into this episode, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you're going to be a part of it. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, all of the women are looking just like us. Ty, you're married? So we need to see a little backstory about this. So let's jump into it. This is episode 8 of Harlem. Camille starts off by telling us about the first humans to walk the earth around 300,000 years ago. Those will be Homo sapiens, the same that we are now. Now, the first primate to actually walk upright and walk the earth was about 2 million years ago, and they were Homo habilis. That's neither here or there. Now, what she's saying is how living was so simple back then. You hunted, you gathered food, you made a shelter, you found a mate, and you lived your life. Now, she did leave out that the strongest survived and the strongest had multiple mates. But what she's saying is now in the world that we live in, you make over 35 decisions each day that can alter your life. Back then, you only had a couple of things that you had to think about doing. You remember the mistake that Ian said? Are we making a mistake? Well, we get the backstory. 5 years ago, and we hear Camille saying, maybe we're forgetting something. Maybe we're not doing something right. We know Ian is a top chef. So he said, if you have eggs with anything else, you got a meal. Now, Camille's saying, I wish you were around when I was growing up because we didn't have anything in our refrigerator, just 3 items. Probably some milk, some cheese, and eggs. You know, that government assistant that gets you right. Now, she's saying that she's supposed to be meeting up with her mom, where they're at least going to try to. So we're going to see where this goes. We see our girl Angie, and you know she's trying to do her singing. So she's calling, leaving a voicemail, talking about, I'll sing for 6 hours. Matter of fact, I need to pull up on your office. Y'all ain't taking these meetings, and I'ma see about you. She come out this thing. She missed thing. Looks like everybody's making it happen as of right now. We got Camille with Ian. He's getting ready to go off. They're on good terms. Angie, she's making calls because she's trying to get in the singing business. And Quinn, she's actually doing finance. She's talking about real estate. You remember, this is her old ex-boyfriend. When we first seen him, he was married with his new lady. We moving on up. Well, we were. Miss Patricia shows up. She sees Quentin's boyfriend. Hey, future son-in-law. He's like, let me get on out of here. Now, she's so happy that Quinn is in here working and having a job. Quinn's talking about, I can't go to lunch with you, Mom. I'm working. And she says something that we all need to listen to. You can't complain if you're working because you could be a bum, could be homeless. Also, she's manifesting that her daughter gets married. And her ex looks like the perfect guy she should marry, according to Patricia. We see Ty with the hair. And she's working a corporate job. And they're talking about, does anybody have any ideas for a woman product? And this guy has one called Red Alert. And it notifies you 24 to 48 hours before a woman's cycle starts. So you would know when she is a total B. Everybody's like, yeah, man, hell yeah. And you look at Ty back there. She's like, man, what the hell is this shit? Ty goes and talks to her girlfriend over some fries and a drink. And they're sitting there. She's saying, how can I not be noticed within this office? And the girl is saying, you know, you'll find your way. Just stick with it. But inside the fry, she has a key. And this is her way of asking Ty to move in with her forever. I'm like, is this really how it works? You put a key in the fries, you get to the bottom. Oh, man, I got a key. Yeah, I'll move in. Camille, she's getting ready. She's about to head to Paris, France with Ian while he goes to be a chef. Now, Robin, her boss, is saying, are you really sure you want to do this? She's trying to talk her out of it, saying, when I was your age, I was married with 2 kids and I put my career on a hold to follow my husband while he did his residency because he was becoming a doctor. Now, the difference is you were married with 2 kids. Camille, don't let her talk you out of something. Just because she says she did something and her man messed up and messed around doesn't mean you have to follow her rules. She was married with 2 kids. She was forced to follow. You could go over there, and if you don't like it, you can come back. Hey, Cam, change of plans. I got on the wrong train. I'll just have to see you when you get back. Enjoy your vacation. Mom, she's going to Paris. This ain't no little vacation. We're going to be here for a while. Of course, Ian is going to support Camille, even though her mom didn't. So they're at the airport. And he's like, I got you. Now, when they get to the counter, if you know anything about passports, his passport expires in 5 months. Now, depending on what country you fly into, they'll be all right with that. Now, some airlines, they don't let you leave with a passport that expires within 3 months. 3 to 6 months is usually that range that they don't let you. Now, when he goes to France, he would need a visa. If he's working there, he could get a work visa, which they should already gave him, so he could use that on arrival. But you can get a tourist visa on entry, not exceeding 90 days into France. I know all this because I lived in Germany and I didn't need a visa because I was in the EU. But it's looking like they ain't gonna be able to go. All the girls, they're feeling down because one of the 4 members is leaving, Camille. They're like, damn, we said bye to her. Now they're all kind of, trying to get things together. You hear Angie talking about, I could be the new Camille. I can do it. I got my listening hair on. And they like, hey, chill. Now we know Ty, her girlfriend is offering her to move in with her. And she's like, I really don't want to do this. Quinn was like, oh, that's a good thing. Ty's like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Uh-oh, we see what's going on with Quinn and her mom. Now Quinn comes home and says, hey mom, guess what, Patricia? I quit my job. And she's like, what? You quit your job? You don't have another job lined up? Quinn's talking about, I'm gonna start a business. She's like, oh my goodness, I seen your father do this and it takes a lot of money. Now we do hear Patricia say, I loved you for you, and I love that you were taking care of yourself, because how it seems is the mom, she was taking care of the family and she was getting money from Quinn's father. And she's saying, that's why I appreciated and loved you more, because you were taking care of yourself with that job. Now she's saying, you're about to start a business that takes a lot of money. Quinn says, well, my gym for kids does well. Yeah, mom, I want your apology. She said, when you come back and ask me for money, I want your apology. So Quinn has went through a few businesses and we know none of them worked. And this is 5 years ago. Angie goes up to the studio and we were wondering why she was leaving that message, because they aren't getting back. And it seems like the record company is going through a merger and they're getting rid of this division of music. Now, Angie, she was the star. She was supposed to be the voice for the young, dark chocolate girls, to have a Beyonce career. And Steve talking about, yeah, about that. Your ass gone too, along with me. Well, comes to find out, Angie sabotaged herself, that mouth. She told the producer he didn't know what he was talking about. She released a song that she didn't write. And the feedback was horrible. I guess that producer knew what he was doing. Sometimes you just got to shut your mouth and listen to the people that are put in place to tell you what you need to do. Now, I know we said last episode, there's always going to be somebody to tell you what you need to do. Whether or not you do it, that's on you. While she was living this high lifestyle, another artist that didn't read the contract. Well, that townhouse she's staying in, it's the labels. You got to get up out of there. That car with the driver is the labels. You got to give it back. Read the contract, people. And when you do sign these contracts, tell them you want living expenses where they give you money so you can start buying something for yourself. Don't allow them to put you in a house that they're paying for, because when they want you out, you're going to get up out of there. And read the contract. Now, you remember when Angie came up out the house, she seen the homeless guy and told him, ugh, because he was peeing on the wall talking about some of us live here. Well, when she gets out that G-Wagon that she got to turn back in, she throws up and the bum comes out like, hey, hello, some of us live here. Damn, Angie, don't let us find out you went 5 years without nothing going on besides that record deal. And the reason Ty can't move in with her girlfriend is because she's technically married. So that's what it's all about. Now, if this was a guy dating women and he was still married, people would be like, what the hell? He is the scum. But when it's women doing it, they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? She's moving on with her life. But that's why she can't move in. Now, mind you, I'm talking about real marriages. Now, this guy, Brandon, was her best friend. And she thought if she got married to him since they were cool, it would make her feel like she's straight and she would get over being gay. It didn't. She said when they kissed, she felt nothing out of it. So it was really just her being in Georgia. And you know how the South is when it comes to gays. They don't really look at it as quite that of opening thing. So that's all it was. And she's trying to tell her girlfriend it wasn't nothing serious, but I am married. Our couple shows up to the passport office because he has to get a new passport. Hopefully he has his birth certificate, his social security card. He has his passport, so he won't need another form of ID. Now, when they get up there, Camille, she's upset. She's saying, you could have figured this out with one Google search. And he's like, man, I thought it was an expiration date. This isn't something that people normally do unless you travel a lot. I mean, I know certain rules and regulations when it goes into different countries. You're not going to know this. So she's upset. And he's saying, well, you didn't know it either. She's like, why is it up to me? Why is it up to me to make the decisions for everything, to figure things out? Then she goes to the extreme, talking about, if we had kids, what if this is my kid and you forget to get them? And he's like, so we have kids now? She told him, I don't know. If we did, Child Protective Services, they'd be picking. I'm like, dog, hey, Camille, you need to go to the house. I can see. Oh my God. I'd be like, hey, first of all, we in public. Calm your ass down. I made a mistake. We're going to get it taken care of. Now she's talking about, where are we staying at? With the host family. How long are we staying there? Is the chef going to give you a job? Ian, it's looking like you going over there by yourself turned out to be the best idea if you had to deal with this all damn day. When he gets up there, he's trying to get it expedited overnight passport. I got my passport expedited for a 2-week turnaround instead of the month turnaround, and that shit was like $300-$400, I think it was. She said $1,000. You hear Camille in the back talking about, yeah, another unexpected thing. All you had to do is Google it. I know he's like, man, shut the fuck up. But she's talking about put it on your credit card. He's saying that's maxed out. You have to understand, this man is going to become a chef. So his credit card probably ain't got no money on it. Whatever it is from all the moving and everything he had to take care of to get there. She talking about move out the way. I'll get it like I always do. So at this point, she's holding the young man down. That's what couples are supposed to do. Now she pulls out 4 different credit cards talking about put 600 on this, put some on this, put 250 on this. Neither one of them are financially stable at this point. They just now getting out of college and they're trying to find their way in the world. At least she had the money to look out for. Now we're back to where we began. She goes on a little walk. He's talking about, hey, good walk. You know, the cab would be here in 2 minutes. And I've heard this story too many times. Actually, I went through this story when I was living in Germany. Same exact thing. She's talking about the passport was the best thing to happen. I'm not going to go. He's like, what? She's like, yeah, it's just too much chaos. And I'm leaving everything I have here, my friends and everything. So she wants to stay here and build her life and do what she wants to do. She's telling him to go by herself. Now, I lived in Germany. I had my ex. She came and lived with me in Germany. She was only there for a little bit and then she left. Now she's back in the States. She hit me up from time to time. Not doing too well. She's a baby mama now. And it's always, I wish I would have stayed over there with you. I wish I would have, you know, I ain't trying to hear that. Took her to Paris, everything. Life was sweet, but it is what it is. And now Ian, my young brother, is going through the same thing that I went through. I did that, so y'all gonna have to go through it. The best advice for Ian, go over there, become a chef, live your life, because life is going to be 10 times better getting away from someone that was dragging you down. She told Ian, it's killing me. I need stability and long distance isn't going to work. Well, it wouldn't have been long distance if you went. And we can say this because we know how the outcome is. She's been missing him ever since he left because she feels like, that was supposed to be the life I had. Mira has it. Hey, you listen to the teacher and I said, her life is different from yours because she was married with kids. You could have went over there and tried to make it work. But instead, you said, I want to do what I want to do here. And hell, you might not even get the full-time job and might have to go to Kansas. Sometimes those decisions you make, they come back and bite you in the butt. Yeah, Ian, it's going to hurt. You bought her a ring too, so you thought this was the real deal. It's going to hurt. Keep that number in your phone for 2 to 3 weeks. See if she hits you back. And if she doesn't, in that 2 to 3 weeks, block the number. Save that ring for somebody that appreciates you. Love is hard, people. Love is hard. Let me know if you ever been in the position Ian's in. See, my situation was similar to this. Like I said, it hurts, but you got to get through it. And look at me now. Life is good. she's living, she's doing good. You know what I'm saying? We good people. Me and her parents. I told y'all her pops is cool. But hey, let me know. I'm Moda J. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay strong, brother.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.